here by myself at National Trails. Trevor couldn't make it today, but don't worry, we're gonna check in with him in a minute. So they're having a Wednesday night test and tune, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test and we're gonna tune. So with that being said, I know you guys have been waiting for this video ever since the last valve train build up. So here it is. We're hoping to run a low 12 or a high 11.
So I won't be attending the track video, but Dax is going to be out there with some fast cars, a couple buddies of ours, and I think the first pass we're going to be looking for a 12.2 here. It's going to happen with ease. There ain't even going to have to be no adjustments. The dude's going to get out there, roll up to the line, go with a 0.001 reaction time, and he's going to get down to the end of the track. I'm saying 12.2 at, let's say, 110, 109. The car's going to have a lot more top end, so it's going to want to push to the end of the track, and it's not going to fall on his face. I think this thing's going to be, it's going to be a low 12 by the end of the night. If he gets it into the 11s, I really wouldn't be surprised. The car's got so much more power up top. It's insane, dude. So that's my guess for this one. I'm going to say final pass of the night, 1198. Same thing with the 1298 the 1290 flat. But I'm gonna go 1198 the way the car sits, shifting it out, revving to the moon. I'm gonna say 1198.
All right, guys, we're about to go up to the pits to make our first hit. Here's the car. She's looking all right today. She's a little dirty, so we parked under a tree. Got a lot of pollen on us, but we have the new suspension in. I still need to take it back out and cut some coils off just because it's not sitting as low as I need it to be. More travel for sure, more of a spring, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. I need to drop the tires a few pounds and we'll go from there. Since I'm by myself, it'll be kind of hard to film the runs, but I got some buddies coming soon, so they'll be able to film for me. For this first run, I don't think I'll be able to film, but I'll definitely show you the slip, and maybe I'll try to rig the camera up in the car. Don't tell nobody. Got the Hey Dudes on and the boat shorts. Do not tell nobody, please. Alright guys, here we go. Coming up in the staging lanes, we're racing a 426 Hemi Coronet. So we'll see how it goes. Hold on. 1280. All right, we got some tuning to do. Damn. 1280 at 103. All right, everybody. So I just called Trevor. I think we've come to the conclusion that I'm just not revving it out far enough. This cam revs to 68 and builds power all the way up to 68. I'm revving it to like 61, if that, just because it's my first pass. So I think what we're gonna do next pass, we're gonna rev to 65. It's 8th miling faster than it did last track day. About the same 60 foot, but I'm leaving on less stall. So I'm only stalling up to about 2,000 on that first pass. So I think I'm gonna try to go to about 2,500 and then leave on that, rev it to 65, and we'll try it again. So I'll set the camera up for the next pass too. But we did beat a 426 Hemi Coronet. And he was an older guy too, so he's been racing for a while. So I went 12.800. He went 13.183. All right, this is what we're up against. I don't know, looking a little tempting. So nitrous button looks. Here we go. That left lane is sketchy for sure. He got us by probably half a car.
researching here on these. So the best pass that he was able to bring to the table was a 12.692. So the rest are 12.7, 12.8 respectively, but the best two passes were two 12.6 passes at 105. The car is 60 footing, a consistent 1.8, and in the eighth it's like, I don't know, 8.050. It's pretty common, pretty average. So I mean, I don't know what to say about this because the car on the street feels significantly faster. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or I don't know what's going on here, but I'm starting to think that the ignition is is holding us back. The stock HEI, which of course we have an MSD for that, which hasn't been hooked up yet. We just got the new suspension on, and then we are still running a dual plane. It's really for the street intake. It's idled at 5,500, so it would explain for a whole 1,000 RPM in H gear why we would be falling off and losing power. So now our intake is out of our reach. Before our cam was out of reach. Now our intake is starting to fall out of reach here. So we're gonna have to step it up to something big single plane. I think there's at least a 10th to be picked up there, and maybe some horsepower on the top end. You know, we have never touched the carb at all. We've been running the big jets from the factory that came in it. The power valve, I think, is what, like a 6 or 6.5 is what Scott said. So the power valve shouldn't be an issue. It's more so the jetting. We're pretty much maxed out on timing as much as we can do there. From our knowledge, it pretty much likes to be at, what would you say, 35 degrees, 36, in that realm. So, you know, tuning the distributor back and forth isn't doing much here. Maybe a 10th once we max it way out, and you know, we find where it keeps falling off at. We'll get about a 10th, you know, give or take, advance and retard. So that's pretty much the whole rundown. And then obviously the aerodynamics, the car sits up pretty high, so we're thinking that we're hitting like a, you know, I don't know how you would say this, maybe just like a mile-an-hour block, or like, I don't know, like a speed trap, because the car has to fight from the 60 foot all the way to the end of the track for a whole 12.6 seconds with a lot of wind drag against it. You know, it's already a full frame car. It's, you know, it's full windows from factory. It's still got the crash bars in the door. So this is like a stepping stone of weight reduction that we did for the car. So it's still a full frame car. It's on a better suspension. I'm sure we can probably tune some stuff out with the suspension. But I'd say, you know, I'm not disappointed because it did run faster, and usually when it runs even a little bit faster, there's always a window for more tuning and to push the car, you know. So like a 12.6 from a 12.7.8, which was I think the fastest pass we did last track day. I'd say we did pick up a 10th and a half or so. So there's just some more tuning and some more learning that we have to do. This test and tune was kind of just like, we're just gonna, you know, he's just gonna show up. I planned to go with him, but I've had a bunch of personal issues with court, and it's a bunch of bull crap. So it's, I don't know, it was just kind of like off the whim.
So I would say from what I learned today is that absolutely before we go to the next track day, we need to put on the MSD ignition. Definitely gonna try to get an intake manifold. I'm not gonna go broke trying to find one. The car runs good enough. It's a consistent 12.6, 12.7 car. I'm gonna try to find a good deal on an intake. We're gonna hook up the MSD. We're gonna drop the front of the car. We're gonna get some more travel out of the suspension. Lighter wheels. If you know anything about the old school wheels, those Krager SSTs are heavy. So those wheels were kind of just like an emergency wheel. I needed them. I got them for a good deal. So I think those wheels weigh in the 30s. So we're gonna go with some drag lights or some weld wheels that weigh like 20 pounds, 18 pounds. So that is coming up. We're gonna do some front runners, cut weight, add the proper fuel and air mixture, add the timing, the extra spark, and all that, and then just go from there. Obviously, it's not going to be a full-blown race car, but it's not going to be a full-blown race car right now, being that I literally went to the track by myself. I had nobody else to go with. I don't have a garage. I don't have a team. I don't have, I mean, you see it, you watch these videos, it is me and Trevor, and that's it. That's all we have. We don't have gigantic like Matco toolboxes. We don't have $30,000 to just be like, I think I'm gonna go buy a Lenco transmission real quick, or a Steve Morris big block. So shout out to those guys who can do that, but I can't. So thank you for coming on this journey with us. Thank you for watching. I hope I didn't let you down completely. Leave us a mean comment, leave us a nice comment, leave us a random comment. Go like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram. Check Trevor out on TikTok, Small Block Trevi. He's blowing up. He's got like, what, 4 million views about the... Yeah. Ridiculous. Bags are coming in for him. Bags are not coming in for me. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned because it's only up from here. We're gonna get more upgrades, and the car cannot go backwards. It can only go forward. So thanks for watching.